All right, this is Brother Ward, and I'm going to go over number 4. And this is one that a few people had some difficulty with, so I'm going to post this in the announcements, and hopefully it will help. So the first thing we want to do is use the AC rule, and I think it's helpful when doing this to include the not just a and c, which are the coefficients 5 and -3, but also the x squared and the y squared. So if I multiply 5x squared times -3y squared, I get -15 x squared y squared. Now my goal is to find two things that multiply together to equal that, but also add together to equal -14xy. And so I'm basically looking for things that are of this type, so possibly 15xy and -1xy. That might work. That does multiply together to be -15x squared y squared. Unfortunately, when you add those together, you actually get +14xy, which isn't what we want. We want -14xy. But hopefully you can see right away what the correct one is going to be. We just need to switch the signs on this. So let's use -15xy and +1xy. And you can see that that does add up to be -14xy. So now that I've figured out how to divide this -14xy into two things that add up to it, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the polynomial as 5x squared minus 15xy plus 1xy and then minus 3y squared. And just as a note, you can actually put these two terms in either order and it will work out the same. You'll end up with the same two factors in the end. All right, now let's look at the first half of this, the first group. 5x squared minus 15xy. And that has a common factor of 5x. And when I factor 5x out, I'm left with x for the first term, and then a minus, and then 3y. And you can always double check, does 5x times x equal 5x squared? Yes. Does 5x times minus 3y equal minus 15xy? Yes. Now for the second piece of this, it looks like I have a common factor of just y. So I'm going to go ahead and put my plus again. And then y is the common factor, so I'll write it here. And then inside the parentheses I have x minus 3y. So let's double check that. Does y times x equal 1xy? Yes, it does. And does y times minus 3y equal minus 3y squared? Yes, it does. And now, because each half of this has x minus 3y as a common factor, I'm going to factor it out. I get x minus 3y. And then what's left over after I factor x minus 3y is, for the first half, 5x. And for the second half, plus y. And so that is my final answer for number 4. Hopefully that's helpful, and good luck.